Hello everyone, and welcome to one more Sea of Thieves tutorial. Outpost. There are a few. I don't know when you're watching this, but there are a few outposts, and all the outposts have the name Outpost on the name. So I'll show you the map in just a minute, and they will all have an inn where where you refill your cup. Okay. There will be a Duke who is the events NPC. So if there's an event going on and some special sales, they show up here. There will be a level 50 legendary one NPC that you can only talk to really when you're level 50. There is an entrance to the legendary hideout, which can only be opened, like I'm doing right here, by a level 50 pirate. But in there's also a whole bunch of other NPCs, but when you get to level 50, we'll be making another video about that later. But in the end, you will find barrels where you definitely want to check out, especially because there will be curse balls, cannonballs. Usually they spawn more in outposts. Just I don't know if it's supposed to. It's just I've been noticing that. But anyways, we'll cover the items that you can get in just a minute. But the inn will always look like something like this, right? And that's where you will always spawn inside the inn. You'll also find a green tent like this one. What this is, the gold hoarder quest. You see the key is the symbol. So if you talk to him, you have the quests that you can buy, and then the upgrades. The upgrade is just to get better quests. You start with 0 cost and it goes up to 200 at level 50. You'll also have a purple tent like this. It's usually a house with like a purple sheets and an eye on the front. This is the Order of Souls NPC, where you can buy the Order of Souls items. And both of these are where you turn in those merchandises as well. And then on the dock, on the main dock, you will have 2 more important NPCs, which is the merchant NPC. We'll have the merchant quests and the upgrades.
Until next time,
and the shipyard, I believe, which sells the ship cosmetics. And on the shipyard, you'll see the customizable ship. This is where you go to make your ship look like however you want. So I just put those in, and you can see my ship looks like that now. But yeah, that covers a little bit of the outpost. Other things that you will see up there, over there, and I believe, yep, right there, are the 3 clothing items, and I'll show you one of them. One is going to be a weapons, one will be a clothing, and the other one will be tools. And all they are just cosmetics that you can spend your gold on. So these would have a bunch of items that you can buy to make your character look different, your items look different. And this will be seen by everybody, not just you. So whatever you have on, everybody will be able to see it, so you get to show off. A little quick thing about gold. I opened that real quick. See, I have 420 of this blue one and a lot of the yellow one. So the first ones, they're doubloons, I believe they're called. There you can get from quests and achievements, and this is the currency that Duke inside the inn will accept. So he will only accept this. You can't get too many of them, so make sure you're buying the right things. I know it's tempting to buy gold to buy more cosmetics, but gold in this game is quite easy, and this is the gold. and the gold is what you would use to buy everything else in the game right now. Okay, let me go show you the map. So every ship will have several things. Let's actually start at the top. So if you go straight up to your crow's nest, somebody tells you, hey, it goes to the crow's nest, this is what they're talking about. There is a bell that currently doesn't do anything except for a ring, and this little box. The little box is the flags. You can put up a flag and that shows up on top of your ship, but you can also do alliance. So if you go to the second tab on the top, you can offer alliance and accept alliances through that tab. So both ships need to be close to each other with the alliance flag up. One of them needs to go and choose the option accept. And all the alliances is the person turning things in will get the full credit for it, but everybody else on the alliance, the other ships, will get 50% of everything that gets turned in by another crew on that alliance. So it's pretty good. Alliance have become a little bit more common in the servers because people want to make more gold, and that's the fastest way to do it. But if you're like me, you're gonna play solo most of the time. I usually do alliance with like new players that I'm helping out. But yeah. All right, so let's cover the cannons. So sloops will have 2, 1 on each side. Brigantines will have 4, 2 on each side. Galleons will have 8, 4 on each side. And all it is, you can interact with it, move it around, and then you can load it, and you can take shots. Another thing you can do is while you're in the cannon, you open up your menu, your item menu. If you have curse balls or curse balls, you'll be able to load it that way. Another thing about this cannon, you can aim it at a certain location, go to the front of the cannon, and you can climb into it, and then you can use your interact button, or not interact button, your attack button to shoot yourself out, and he will go to that location. I hit a pull and came right back down, which is nice because I didn't want to go anywhere. But yeah, you can land on other people's ship. You can get to islands. For example, I like leaving my ship going in a straight line, making sure that it's not going to hit anything, and then I go off into islands that I pass by to pick up loot on the barrels. So I go up to every island I can and pick up loot. If you fall off your ship, or if you're at an island and you do not want to, and you cannot get to your ship, trying to find curse balls. Nope. Guess I'm not gonna find one. But if you cannot get back to your ship, you can actually use the mermaid. So anytime you're far away from your ship and in the water or near water, like so, see that mermaid would show up. There will be smoke. She actually makes noise if you have effects on, and the smoke, only you can see it. No one else can see it. It's just to help you get back. And if you haven't started yet, you will end up back in the end. But usually you end up inside your ship. It's just I haven't started. I haven't taken off yet. All right, so that's that. All the ships come with lights. You can turn them on and off. There is strategy to having them on and off. I won't go into that. But there's a way to change the lights. At this time, if you die to certain things, for example, a shark, lightning, a meteor, or skeleton, or poison, in the dead ship, and I'll show you guys where, there will be a way to grab the color of the light according to what you died. So if you die to a skeleton, you can get the green fire, which these will become green lights, which is kind of cool. And you can mix and match, so you can have blue back here, green down there, purple in the bottom, red in the back, you can mix them. But anyways, cannonballs. Your cannonball crates on the sloop is located on the top floor. On the galleon and the brigantine, they're located on the first floor, on the bottom floor. And all it is, sloop has 2, galleon has 3, but it doesn't matter because it will fit a lot of cannonballs. I actually have never ran out of room. I think I've gotten like 300 in there. 300 cannonballs, and you can grab them. You can grab one at a time. You can grab a lot at a time, but you can store them there. The other 2 crates that you will find in the galleon and the brigantine together, and then on the sloop on the bottom floor here, are the food barrel, which is the banana barrel, and the wood barrel, which is you put wood. You're gonna have to learn what each loot is. For example, to turn in here, you're gonna do spice boxes. They look like these crates, but they have like a piece of paper or cloth on top of it. They'll go to her. The animals are also going to her. On the gold one, the green tent, you're gonna deliver chests and trinkets. They're like little trophies and things that are shiny, like calluses and jars. And then this one is just skulls, so anything that's skulls goes there. There's another item, a brand new item in the game. It's called the mermaid heart. There's 3 different ones, red, blue, and green, and you get them by defeating the mermaid statues that are spread throughout the world and near the islands. You can hear them, you can find out about that, or I can make a video later, but those can be delivered in any of those 3 for a reputation point, and your reputation points are right here. You get a reputation, and you can see what's your reputation. The other 2, so merchant, or I'm sorry, those are the 3 merchants, order, soul, and gold hoarder. The other 2, Bilger Rat and Athena. Athena you only get at level 50, so don't worry if you're not getting any of this. The build is their events, so as you can see, I participated in every single event and I actually completed them on time. These are the ones that I'm still working on right now, because when this came out, they said that we didn't have to hurry and finish it during the event. They made it harder, and you're allowed to finish it after the event. But I'm almost done as well. So I just need to, follow what it says on the bottom left there to complete it. So I'm missing 2. Not too bad. I'm almost done with this one as well. The interesting thing about these is you'll see these doubloon symbols. Anyone that has a doubloon means you can get prices for completing them. So this one I haven't completed yet, so I have to kill 30 more skeletons that are affected by curse balls, the ones I showed you, and then I get 30 doubloons. Some of them don't have doubloon, but usually get the title, and the title is what shows up on the top of your character's head. I don't think I'm able to see my own. Okay. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had somebody join Discord. Alright, so I was telling you guys about the 4 different types of islands. So outposts, these small places, they have different names, but it's just a small little island with a dock on it. These are called the merchant stores, and all it is, it's this one here, store. They're small islands with 1 NPC on them, and they sell 3 different random items at discounted price. So it's the same items that you can get on all the outposts, or in some of the outposts, obviously. Like different outposts will sell different items, but they sell it at a small discount. It's not a great discount, but I always check them out. The other type is the quest type, which are all these other. So that's a quest. That's a quest. They don't have anything that will make them look like. And then the last type is the camps and the forts. all the camps and fortress will look a little bit like this. I missed the lag. 17 FPS. That's awesome. So there will be a tower, right, at the very top. In the water, there will be some defense towers like these, with cannons on them. And if the island's activated, there will be a big skull right above it. And all that means is there will be monsters spawning inside that fort and outside of the beach. There will be monsters in those towers attacking anything that comes by. You see those cannons as well. They'll have NPCs on them, and anybody that's approaching will get shot. But if you actually finish and clear the fort, and I guess I can't go underneath here. That's weird. Once you clear it, right, you kill everything inside the fort. The captain will die, and I have a video on how to do a fort. You should go check it out. Once you kill the captain, right underneath it will be a vault, and inside the vault will be all the loot. And you can't get to the vault like I'm right here if the skull fort's active until it gets cleared and somebody opens it with the key that the captain dropped. And there you go. That's the skull fort right there. You see the skull out in the distance? That's the active fort. Alright, and the other type of threat that will be in the ocean are sharks. They usually don't attack unless they are attacked first. And again, I made a video on how to defeat the sharks with a sloop by yourself on my channel, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested. But yeah, I hope these hints help any new players get started. And I'll show you what the cursed ship looks like. There's the cursed ship over there. And you'll know it's the cursed ship because it's going to be a galleon. There are sloop cursed ships, but they're from the event. So unless you're at the event, you're not going to see them. It looks like their sails are all torn. They have lights. You see the green lights in the right side? Those regular ships, player ships, can't have. So if you see that many lights, green and blue like that, it's probably a cursed ship.